If you are an entrepreneur who's struggling to grow his business because he has fears of scaling it, of positioning it, and of pricing right, this is a video for you. Hi, my name is Rishabh, and I'm a brand transformation expert, a best-selling author, and a person who's worked for the past 15 years trying to build businesses with the help of branding. When I talk about fears, I'm going to talk about the top 3 fears every entrepreneur has today when it comes to scaling or building his business. The first fear is fear of originality. Why do I feel that there is a fear of originality in today's businesses? I see a lot of entrepreneurs who have really good products, who have really products that solve customer pains and customer problems. But at the end of the day, most of them are so fearful of innovating that they create something which is already present in the market. They create a product which is a me too, which is a copy, which is a replica of an already successful product, with the hope that when they create such a product, the customer journey is simple. The consumer can buy this product because it's cheaper, and the consumer will be able to give them continued business because they are offering something cheaper. What happens then if they lose the right to price right, which is the second fear that they have, the fear of pricing right. The moment that you create a product which is a replica, when you create a product which is an offering which is not originally yours and it's not innovation, you end up losing the right to price right. When you're not pricing right, you are not the only person in this market. You have hundreds of people in this market who are going to be competing with you because they all are following the same principle. It's like the person who's taken the lead is the market leader and everybody else is trying to copy his products and services, and they end up becoming a commodity. The commodity has no price ceiling. There is no bottom ceiling to the price. So it's just a matter of time till somebody faster, somebody cheaper, somebody stronger actually comes and attacks you, and then you really have no competitive advantage. Worst, you don't even have that flexibility to price lower than him because you have very paper thin margins. So at the end of the day, what you're trying to create is trying to survive, trying to have those sleepless nights, trying to create something which is maybe a good product, but at the end of the day, it's not an original idea. It's not originally solving something which somebody else has, and it doesn't have first mover advantage. When you're trying to build a brand today, you're trying to build a message. So the third fear that you have to look out for is when you build a product or service, or rather when you build a business at the end of the day, are you branding it? The third fear is fear of branding. What do I mean by fear of branding? It's actually not a fear, it's just not the knowledge or just the non-awareness of having the expertise of somebody who's helping you brand something right, okay? So when you're looking to build a product, you create a logo, you create a great packaging, but your messaging that goes out in the product, the messaging that your salesmen go and tell the people, the messaging that you have and the messaging that the consumer receives are all different. And what branding helps you do is have identical messaging in every single aspect of your product, of your service, of your message that you're trying to give your customer, of what he's perceiving and what you are trying to tell him to do. When you're not branding and when you have the fear of branding right, what essentially happens is you become a commodity. Like I said, if you don't price right, if you don't have an innovative product, you're automatically a commodity. But the thing is, if you're not positioning yourself properly, building a brand, creating an iconic message in the consumer's head, you're effectively just being a commodity. So you're no different than a packet of rice out there which doesn't have a brand on it, or you're no different from that handful of sugar that somebody picks up while going to a local store. And I don't mean to demean you. I know the kind of efforts, the kind of sleepless nights that you put in as an entrepreneur trying to build your business. But at the end of the day, if you have that ultimate passion and the value of that business, shouldn't that value and that passion and the message go out to your salesman, go out to the customer, go out to the people who are using the product, and go out in every single aspect so that the person who buys it with the idea that you've created this with a vision, with a value, with a purpose, and that will help you scale up. So if you are looking to build your brand, if you are looking to build a business and truly transform it, you should look at building iconic branding in your product. And there are various aspects of branding that you should look at, but what I initially feel is you first figure out what your why is. You first figure out why you really want to make this product and why you really want to be in this business. And even if there was no money coming in tomorrow, would you still be in this business if this was a strong why for you? I'm a firm believer that if you figure out your why and you figure out your what and you figure out your how, which is what Simon Sinek also says in his iconic TED talk, that first figure out your why as a business. And once you figure out why you want to be in this business, you'll figure out how to solve the problem. Do you want to be in this business to just copy product, to just be a replica of something, or do you want to create something which is outstanding, which is unique? Because you are unique. And if you have that in your head, why not create a brand around it? Food for thought, right? I'll see you in the next video.